Hello everyone, this is Shamima, co-founder of RetargetKit, and today I warmly welcome you to our first webinar with our guest Larry Tan. He is the founder of Respire, a company that I want him to introduce by himself. But before that, I'm going to tell you why are we doing this session. Because the importance of this session is to let you guys know what is the perfect digital marketing strategy and as a startup company or as an entrepreneur, or if you're new in the market, how you can proceed on what is going in the market and you really don't know. Another reason is if you Google it, you'll find so many business models, online courses selling, and new sites and lead generation websites, and maybe some terms are new for you. So you really don't know how you can proceed on and what important step you should take first and after that. So each step is necessary and important. And if you are doing the only the Facebook groups and the LinkedIn groups, and if you think that only it is limited here, then I bet you'll get some really cool ideas. He's a very good person. I really like him because he's very honest and very open hearted. So I really like him too much. So I'll talk. I won't say much more. So let's just introduce himself in the studio. Welcome, Larry.
Thank you, Shamima, and hi everyone. Let me just quickly introduce myself so that we kind of you can our audience can kind of relate to me a little bit better. Once again, my name is Larry, and I'm the founder and owner of my own company, Respire. Now we started this company a few years back, and what we specialize in is to build customized software for both public listed companies, which we have done so, and as well as SMEs, small and medium enterprise or small businesses, right? So the kind of system that we build are system like really specialized things that you usually cannot find outside off the shelf. Example would be a running event system with the ability to issue running tags automatically, right? TAG tag, running tag. Exam booking systems, all right, with the ability to input all the examination topics and stuff like that, and choose how you want to pay for it. Customize CRM loyalty building system, like the ability to award points and redeem points and stuff like that. And one of the more interesting ones that we have built quite recently, is a recruitment system with the ability to OCR a resume that is being submitted, and then hand it over to another recruitment CRM, right? So with all this customized system that we are building for companies, right? Like my role in the company is very much I call myself a solution architect or happiness architect. So my superpower in this company is to see, all right, discover, see workflow in all these companies, all right, in the system that they are trying to build, simplify those workflow, and then find ways to automate it, all right, and thereby creating happiness. And that's why I'm the happiness architect. Yeah. Now, interestingly, a lot of people ask why do we name our company Respire? We name it Respire because we feel that the software that we build for the different companies should be as natural as breathing. It should be invisible. You should not have to grapple with the software. The software should yield to you rather than you yielding to the software, so that you can really focus on your task at hand than wrestling with the software. So when I'm not creating happiness for our clients in the SME circle, I consider myself both a teacher and a student, whereby I teach and at the same time learn on what are the best way to run our business and scale our business, all right, in the different professional organization. So in a nutshell, that's who I am.
Yes, that is really very good, and really I think Respire suits very perfectly, and that's really very good, and a lot of people are getting help, and really that's really very cool, I think.
Yes, indeed, and I'm excited when Shamima, yourself, you have invited me to this session, wanting to discuss or have me share on the different strategies or even tactics of marketing, because that's something that's very dear to my heart. And I realize that a lot of small businesses, smaller companies, always have this as a constant challenge. and they go into the different directions in order to up their marketing game, if at all right? So I think this is a good kickstart session for RetargetKit's kit audience, to really get real with how they can run their, or you can run your marketing activities.
Yes, that's true. And my target was to let people know that how marketing works, because I have faced so many problems in the marketing, like in a whole year, if I calculated from the launch of RetargetKit first, and it was really very tough for me because I it was like running in a blank field in the desert, and I don't know where should I go first, and in which direction should I go first. So maybe there are so many people out there, they really need help in the marketing, they really don't know how to start it, and maybe some get like, oh, okay, I should close down my project, I should close down my company because nothing is getting, I'm getting no nothing, it's been years, it's been 2 years, and there's no successful in my company. So maybe for some it's really heartbroken, and in a survey I read that most of the new companies, the startups, they actually shut down within a year because they really don't get a benefit. And one thing I realized that it is due to the marketing, because we don't understand the field, and we in our mind we think that, well, once we create a very good product it will be sold out, but how can we sell it, we don't know the methods. So there is a thing we have to focus on, how to do the proper marketing. Okay, so back into our webinar. I'd say, can you share a bit more of your work, the part of your work, like what you guys do? Like, do you like help the companies to build up, or like uh, make the freelancing projects, or what do you guys do?
Yeah. So as mentioned just now, we build very customized systems, right? I think, Shamima, what would be more interesting is that, if I may pivot a little bit, your question to what have we discovered, right, as we are building all this. So, while you started asking like how do we go about doing it and stuff like that, is that what I discover out of building all these customized systems is that a lot of company lacks the clarity. Like they have a vague idea that they want to automate things, all right? They have an idea that they want to simplify things. They have an idea that they want to get things done faster, cheaper, better, with probably arguably lesser workers, all right, or low value workers, and really focus on the higher value work. So one of the key discovery in my consultation process with them, in our consultation process with them, is that a lot of company lack the clarity. So while they can go all out to want to build the next greatest thing that's going to scale their profit, reduce their overheads, um, I guess our biggest value that we brought to the table, all right, when we consult them before we even build all the systems, that we spend a great deal of time getting the clarity, like the clarity of what exactly do you want to build, why do you want to build it, are you sure, like, is that the real why, like why how is building that thing going to help you achieve whatever target that you have mentioned earlier, right? So this is what I want to say, linking with our theme for today, right? A lot of time, a lot of us go out and buy the next shiny tool. All right, me as well, guilty as charged. So whatever that I'm saying, especially if it's negative, don't take offense, because I'm pointing at myself as well. We rush out there and jump at the first positive review, and get the tool thinking that it's going to help us scale to the next level. This is it, but then the reality is that it doesn't, right? So you really want to sit down and ask yourself, right? And I apologize if I pivot a bit too far, but here's what I want to say in the whole game of marketing. As I work in with what I'm doing with the discovery, ask yourself before you buy the next marketing tool. Does it help you? What is a target that you want to achieve? What is that marketing target that you want to achieve? Number one. Number two, how does this tool help you? And why is it important that you achieve this target? Ask yourself these three critical questions and really be honest with yourself. All right. There's a saying that we emotion, logic opens up the mind, but emotion open up the wallet. We always uh, uh, um, um, buy on emotion, but we justify it with logic, right? So you really want to get very critical of yourself. Think of yourself as a third party person. Like today, imagine if you are consulting for another company and the company hire you to evaluate, like, can you please help me evaluate? We should invest in this $100,000 system. What would be the kind of checklist that you will put down for you to be an effective consultant to evaluate them, and then use this list on yourself, right?
Okay. Yeah. So I think what you're doing is really very good thing, because there are many companies, they don't know that if I invest $1,000 right in this tool or in this marketplace, how it will benefit us. So they can't get to a conclusion. But since you are in the market for a very long time, you would know it, and you would know it better. And one thing is, there are many people who really don't know how they want to get the product. So your customized thing can help them to get to a conclusion, get to a vision, that how they are willing to see it at the end of the day, or how the result will be. And that's really very good idea. And I really had no idea that we can do something like that. And yes, that's true. We rush to the shiny parts. Even nowadays, if we see any tool that we say, other than even seeing the reviews, we see that product is good and we should purchase it or we should buy the tools. But after that, later on, we get a bad review that it is not working or we are not getting a good service. So there's a problem. But the things you do, I think I really appreciate that, because it takes time to understand another company, another people, and get the consultation to them, suggest them something good. It takes time. And one thing, from my point of view, is I understand only my things. I don't understand other things. But your work is like you have to think from their point of view, like what are they thinking, and you have to work on that. That is really very good and pretty appreciative.
Bingo, Shamima,
So
you hit the nail on the head. If you ask me, like, what is it that we really do, my job is really to sit down, get into the customer's shoe, get their pain point, and then before we even find a solution on how to solve it together in the first place, I so there's this thing, right? In creative thinking, people say, oh, you gotta, first of all, you learn to think within the box, first of all right, before anything else, learn the fundamental thing within the box. And then there's a next level thinking, think outside the box. Okay. A lot of time in our consultation process, we start to ask question in the first place, who put the box there? Is there really a box that you need to confine yourself into? All right, so that really helped them rethink their entire process. So coming again, marrying the topic of today, marketing, and your first question is what is it that I really do? I help customer get the clarity and really get to the crux of the matter. Are you sure that is really the problem that you wanted to solve? What is it that you want to achieve in the first place? So, for example, a client can come to us and says, "I want to build, a very powerful system that tracks my worker at every single minute. I need to know what exactly that they are doing so that there is no lost productivity." Typically, someone who holds a solution, or rather provide solution, will say, "Oh, okay, we can do this with all the features and stuff like that. There'll be time tracking, there'll be screen monitoring and stuff like that, right?" I tend to go in a different direction. I tend to ask who puts, remember our approach of who put a box there in the first place. I say, why do you need to do that? Oh, because we want to make sure that we maximize, we squeeze every single bit out of the worker. I say, so correct me if I'm wrong. So there is a trust issue, right? There is a need for you to monitor right up to the high resolution, rather than management by objective. So you start to see, as you start to uncover things that really matters to the company. So I say, how about if that's the case, we build, or rather we recommend, if it's off the shelf, don't build it. All right. A set of training which where we will bring in our partner, whereby we we re-look at a system whereby the staff, everyone in the company, are very clear of what they're supposed to do and then meet those targets. It does not matter how they achieve it, but what really matters is that they achieve it, and they achieve it on time with the quality that's desired. All right. So if you ask me, like, it's so tough, right? Customized software. Where do you even find the order for customized software coming in the first place? So we go out and really understand the problems in which our customer is facing before we even propose a solution, if you will have it. Sorry for my long answer on what is it that we really do, because the kind of work that we do is really specialized.
No, I think that is perfect, and people should know there are things and there are people like you who are helping and who are working really very hard to let other companies grow and let other people's grow, and it's really very important. And if we go back to my question was that once you said that you are you don't use any kind of fancy marketing, you just believe in word of mouth. So yes, that is one powerful marketing strategy. Word of mouth is a big thing, because I trust you. So if you suggest any kind of tool to me or any kind of product, I will buy right away, because I believe in you. So other than that, what kind of marketing strategy do you follow, like other than that?
Yeah, that's a good question. But before I even talk about the other strategies, right? Let's dwell a little bit on word of mouth marketing. It's interesting, and number one, Shamima, you yourself and Sunny, you own a SaaS company. We talk about technology, making marketing more efficient, and then suddenly I come and rain on your parade by saying that word of mouth is still the best marketing strategy for me. All right. So there's a bit of there might be a bit of conflict, to the one who is uninitiated, but actually it all comes in together very nicely. So if you were to look hard enough, you will see that most of the successful influencer on the internet very much function by the word of mouth. It's just that the medium of the word of mouth, all right, instead of literally physical mouth, it's being propagated or shared by people on the internet, right? So, but it still does not detract away from the principle of word of mouth. People saying good things about you. You can say good things about yourself 1,000 times. It doesn't beat an endorsement from a third party. You can show fancy picture of you relaxing in Bali and a happy staff picture and stuff like that. It doesn't matter. What really matters is people who where you're not listening or where you're not looking. People, what are people talking behind you and in front of you? Like, this guy deliver, this guy gets things done. Okay, so feel free to edit out if I might, if I start to let go of certain French word that might be seen as too vulgar for some people. So this guy gets shit done. Whenever whatever he says, it is done, right? So word of mouth, to me, it has served me well for the kind of specialized business that we are doing, right? It is so important, and I have my business is propelled 100% by word of mouth. I have never um, mm, find myself having the need to go out to do cold calls, or the need to spam people, and to talk to strangers, in order to win a business. It almost come automatically. Once people know what you're doing, they can identify who you are. They see value in engaging you to help them get the clarity that they need. It's almost an automatic process. Say, hey, can you please help me? I'm having this problem. And then we come in, and the objective is not even to get the sale at time. The objective, at least for the first 2 or 3 meetings, is to get clear or where's their pain, and is that really their pain, before we even talk about anything commercial, right? So to me, word of mouth comes as a result of you positioning very clearly of who you are. And when you can do that properly, it really doesn't matter what kind of tools you're using, because those tools, all right, especially marketing automation tools, serves to magnify and amplify who you are. So get that right first before you go out there and buy the next shiny tool, right? So if you ask me what are the other form of marketing that I engage in, right, it's still very much around word of mouth as a result. So I do not go out there to tell people, please use your mouth and promote me. Okay, I don't do word of mouth marketing per se. I do what we call engagement marketing. I do what we call mindful marketing. I engage my potential client or potential business, because no matter what business that we engage, it's still a person that is running the business. I engage them like a human being. I listen to them, and I'm mindful of the process that they are going through. So I call it, you probably heard it here for the first time. I call it mindful marketing. I coined this because I can't find a better word to. It's more than engagement marketing. Um, it's more than relationship marketing. I call it mindful because as you are mindful over something, it grows. It grows. Yeah. So I have an analogy when I share this with business owners, right? Um, we look at the different kind of cryptocurrency. Oh, let's mine this currency. This currency is going to be the next, valuable currency. So we should invest in it. I submit to you that there's this currency that is the most valuable. All right, and this currency is called trust. Trust coin. All right, if you have it. So you have Bitcoin, you have Gold coin, you have whatever coin. The trust coin. It's the most powerful currency, and I invite you to mine it. And it doesn't take a powerful computer system to mine this currency. And once you have it, this currency will continue to give you value. So if there's a marketing tool, the best LTD, all right, the best LTD for those people who understand what's LTD, you will know. For those who don't, it doesn't matter, all right? The best LTD, marketing tool LTD, is really to build trust. So if you look at trust as a tool, if you look at trust as a strategy, it's the best way to get past ad scroll zombie. People can buy ads and stuff like that, but without the trust element, those zombie will scroll past your ad anytime like that. They don't know you. They don't have a relationship with you. So um, what I want to say is that no matter what other marketing I do, the end result will still be word of mouth. People talking good about you in front of you, okay, which is good. Which is good. They are being polite. They're being kind. But what is more important is behind you. Like, can this guy deliver? Can this guy hold his shit? Again, feel free to edit out my French. Yeah. So mindful marketing has to do with one-on-one engagement. I can be doing a lot of mass marketing for that matter, but each time someone read my message, it's very one-on-one. It's very intimate. There's an element of intimacy. So unless I master my one-on-one marketing, I will not do mass marketing because I have not earned the right to blast out. All right, and it'll be a waste of money anyway. So think about if you can spend all this money and all the time to do all this ad tracking stuff. Can you spend an hour or two of your time to sit down to have a proper coffee and have a proper human conversation with a real human on their real business model, and then really look at the real issues that bug them? So a lot of people say, oh, one-on-one is too slow. May I submit to you, think about slow is the new fast. Really, slow is the new fast this day. And one-on-one is the new sexy. We can do things so quickly. We can do things so automatically. We can build bots in half an hour, and have conversation. But people crave this real intimacy because it cannot be replicated. It's analog. So consider that as your secret weapon. Ask yourself, how much time are you spending on building relationship? Instead of ROI, think about what is your ROR, your return on your relationship. Before you spend the next minute researching on the next big shiny marketing tool, ask yourself, did I make a human being, or did I inspire a human being today? Did I make a human being at the very least breathe better by offering a different angle of looking at things? I didn't say offering a solution. I say a different angle of looking at things, because we are not all knowing, right? So, but can we then offer a different suggestion of or angle of looking at something today, right? So if you ask me, maybe I would coin a few more words to get sexy or to look clever here. If there's other marketing that I engage on top of word of mouth marketing, that would be engagement marketing, mindful marketing, suggestion marketing, discovery marketing, have a coffee marketing. Maybe can I say that?
Yeah, sure.
And
I
yeah,
think that is very very important, right, in the time we are here right now, because now if we have a face any problem, we just reach out to the chatbot and text them like, here I am having a problem. They say, okay, here's the solution. So if I say this is not working, they'll say, no, it has to work. It's like they are not getting my point of view, that what problem I'm facing, and that company is pushing the solution on me, above me, like okay, this is the solution, this has to be the solution. But one thing is that uh, the way you think it, the that actually I think that is the perfect way of solution. First, to understand the person, build the trust, understand the person, and then think about the problem, so that you can give the proper solution to it. So that is the powerful, I think one of the most powerful marketing thing, in my point of view, is word of mouth actually. And no matter if I do the Facebook ads, if I do the banners, the pamphlets, the postings, the even if I give the television ads, which are hardly existed nowadays, but still it will be like burning my assets, waste of money, waste of time and everything. Because in the first place, if I cannot build the trust with you, with any other person, with any other company, then everything is futile. Like nothing matters. So yes, it is indeed a very marketing powerful marketing strategy. And what you said is really very true, that if you build a trust, and if you can make someone happy and keep bring profit to them, they will talk in front of you and also talk good things about you behind your back. And that is a plus point. They will suggest their friends, they will suggest their colleagues, that okay, this person helped me out, try him, he's a very good person. That Okay, the next question is about on your suggestion, how should a new company start their marketings?
okay, this is a favorite startup question, right? Starting is easy, all right. Starting is easy. To grow is the key. Starting business, you just in Singapore, right? I mean, or wherever you are, you just have to register a company. In fact, you can start a business even without registering a company. Starting is really easy, right? Growing is the key. And I think this is where you want to ask yourself, right? I'm getting a bit philosophical here, but I think it's important, right? Sorry to the audience who are here to get some, quick fix or strategies, because there are plenty of that. Some of them are even offering on Udemy for free, dimes and dozen, tons of that. But this is where I'll challenge you, right? Um, why do you want to start a company? Because to me, I always say that don't believe in the sexy stories about entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship, being a boss is tough, it's painful, it's scary, it's stressful. And if you're happy working for someone, you should. You should. There's a place for that. And if you must start a business, what is it that you set out to do that is so important that if you don't do it, the world would have lost that impact? So the question is why? Why do you want to start a company? Start with why. And because when your why is clear, your how then becomes easy. So Shamima, I'm going to put you on the spot, right? Feel free to edit this out if it's not appropriate, but I'm going to put you on the spot. Why did you and Sunny start Retarget?
Because we wanted to build a marketing tool that will help the marketers, the new marketers, and the people who are really not finding everything in one tool. If you are retargeting, you have to go for a tool. If you are an affiliate marketer, you have to go on another tool. Like nowadays, people don't sit down with one business. They do
mm,
many things side by side.
mm,
Like someone does the SEO and the affiliate marketings and the referral marketings, and start and try for their try to start up their own company. So there are many
mm,
things. There are many
mm,
platforms. There are many tools, but we wanted something that people would get in everything in one place, so that they
mm,
don't have to rush on tabs to tabs
mm,
and like waste the whole
mm,
day, like 24 hours only on different tools. They should get
mm.
everything in one place so that they can limit their workloads and share their works with the colleagues, with the friends, and make lessen their workloads and get everything in one place.
I see. And why is lessening the workload, getting in everything in one place important? Why is that important?
Since I let's assume I have two companies, and if I'm spending my 24 hours in one company, my other company will be at loss. And
Mm,
one day I might have to shut down that one because I
mm,
can't give time to that one. Or
mm,
if I do that, if I
mm,
distribute my 24 hours, 12 hours here and 12 hours there, there's no time for me to sleep, to eat, to do my other things, to give time to my family. So these things are also important. Even families
mm,
are also important. We have to give time to them too. We can't only
mm,
just make ourselves limited in the company, make ourselves like robots. So
mm,
we need to lessen our workload and make the money. We
mm,
want the money. We need to grow our company.
mm,
We need to help people. We need to give time to our families. So there are lots of things in the 24 hours in a day. So we have, if we have to do that, we have to lessen our workload, limit our times. So if I'm rushing from one tab to another, and there are times when I have to open 20, even 20 tabs in my Google, and I have to rush in each tab at the same time because I have to look at this one too, this one too, and this one too, and this one too. Like, it's really very tough for me. But
mm,
if I get everything in one tab and in one platform, in one tool, I don't have to go in other tabs. I don't have to think, okay, I forgot about this one. I forgot about this that one. So
mm,
the marketing tool, like when you are getting everything in one
mm,
place, the analytics, the
mm,
lead generations, the
mm,
retargeting pixels, if they are working or not, if you are getting visitors or not,
mm,
if you are having any visitor converted into your clients or not. So I don't have to rush in the Facebook ads
mm,
section. I don't have to rush in the Twitter ads section, in the Instagram ads section, in the
mm,
Quora. Like, I don't have
mm,
to rush in all those platforms. So
mm,
our visualization was that we will get everything in one platform, in one tool, in one screen, so that I don't have to rush in all of that. I will find that if I face any kind of trouble, I can fix it from right here.
mm. And why is that having this ability to do so and thereby freeing up time for your other businesses and family important? Why is that important? Why is having that extra time to spend on your other businesses, to rest and to be with your family, why is that important?
Well, sorry. Well, that is the reason because uh, if I'm working today, let's say I sleep 6 hours, and after that I only have like 18 hours. So in these hours, if I only work and work hard to my backbone in one platform, maybe one day my this company might go off, and if I have to shut down this product, maybe the next thing I have to do is I have to build another company from the scratch, and all the hard works I did for this company will be a waste. And
Mm,
maybe if this company lasts 1 year, I will have no time for my family in the 1 year. And
yeah.
after a year, they will tell me that, what did you gain? You didn't give us any time. You worked so hard in all these hours. We didn't even get time to see you, to talk to you. You didn't visit us. You didn't see us. So, okay, my company might shut down one day, but my family will not shut down. So, I want to be there for them at the end of the day so that they can tell us, okay, you are working hard. We are right there for you. So, if no matter the company shuts down, no matter my products is not good, it will be off, but my family will be there for me. I want
mm,
them there for me, so that they said they can tell me that okay, you are working hard, you gave time to the family and also to the product and also to the business, and you are trying again and again. So giving family time to the family is also very important. Doing other
mm,
chores are also very important. I can't shut down one door
mm.
for another. I have to keep them open and make everything equal. So
So well said.
I see many people, they like work and work and work, even work on the holiday, even work on the vacations. Why? They are like running after money, money, money. I want the money, but where is your
Mm,
family? They can't see you. Your
mm,
children are like end of the month. I did not see my dad. I did not see my mom. So
mm.
that's really not very good thing.
So I hear two things, right? Number one, leaving a legacy. Number two, um, wanting to your children to know that you were there for them. That's important to you. Why is that important? Why is leaving a legacy and letting your kids know that mommy and daddy was there for them? Why does that matter? Why?
If we go back to our childhood, I remember I would not see my dad the whole time. I
Oh.
would see him in the morning. He would go at 6 a.m. He would be back at the evening 6 p.m. So all the time he worked, and I wouldn't see him because
Mm,
at the end of the day, if I ask him that how was your day, he said it was too much tiring, and I was like, okay, why do you have to work so hard?
mm,
He said, if I don't work hard, how will I educate you? Where will I get the money? I have to work hard. So now I understand that he tried his best. At the daytime he worked, and the nighttime he gave us the time. But in this era we work online,
mm,
so our focus is on building 2 3 companies at the same time, like doing a race. Okay, I have to do all the things at the same time. So I'm giving the morning shift to my one company, the evening shift to my another company. So where's
I
my
see.
family?
I see.
So
Got that.
once you are doing in the marketing field, you have time, you have colleagues, you have friends, you can share your workloads. There are
Mm,
teams sections, there are timing sections, there are uh, uh, subscription plan sections in the retarget kit that will distribute your times, distribute your workloads. And if you can't make it, your friend will make it. If you can't do it, your husband will do it. If you can't do it, your colleague will do it. So both of you will get time for your family, for you'll get time to invest your company, other company take care of other products, and
mm,
you can like grow together. Give time to your family, give time to everything, and
mm,
grow in a less pressure, the less mental pressure I'm talking about.
mm, mm. So well said. Thank you for playing along, Shamima, and thank you for being so candid and open about it. Now, the reason why I'm asking that is that, and I apologize, okay, if I put you on the spot, but thank you for being so game about it. You see, you have brought me through a journey. I call it the 5 whys. Okay, I only stop at 4. um this is, you see, for people who are starting their business, unless they know their ultimate burn, they know their why, don't start. So go through the process as what I have done with you. All right, this is going out to all the audience out there. Know your ultimate why. So I call it the ultimate so what. Oh, I'm going to start this wonderful powerful tool, to help people save time. So what? So that when they save their time, they can run multiple things. So what? So that when they do multiple things already, they can spend time with their family and do things that matters. So what? So that their children, who matter so dearly to them, can really feel their love in their growing years. So what? So that I don't have to go through the same process of where my father has left me. Our father loved us so dearly, but he didn't have the tools that we now have. He has to really bust his time, exchange his hours for money so that we get to grow up. But because of that, he lost intimacy with us. Man, that's so touching, that's so powerful. And every time you feel like giving up, or you don't know why you're dealing with a idiotic worker. You don't know why you're dealing with all the pesky creditor coming to you for payment. This is what keeps you in business. The so what. So the short answer to, how should one start their business, like, your question was like, how should, a new company start their business. Until you get clear of your 5 why. Somebody says that, this act of asking 5 why is just, Six Sigma is a sexy way, of asking of 5 why. Actually, just ask yourself 5 why and be honest with yourself. You get to the root of the matter only when you're clear. Then you start your business. So if you ask me how you should start your business, you can start anywhere, anytime. But how you can grow your business and communicate this culture to be very clear so that everyone functions with the same vision, that's what matters. And
Yes.
until you get that clear, don't start a business, because there's so many other great things you can do in order to have enough time to spend with your family. Take a lower paycheck. Don't work that hard. You may not get time freedom, but at least you get to spend time with your family. So really know what matters, what is important to you. Doesn't mean that because you see the Gary V's out there, because you see all the give me another name. What's the next? Jeff Bezos out there, making their billions. You then would need to go out there and start a business. Don't buy into the sexy. Know what matters to you. So a good premise, all right, to start, if I may be a bit more strategic, go out there, starting a company, solving your own problem. Because if you can solve your own problem, then you have already a user case that you can more or less assume that it's safe to assume that there are people having the similar problem, and you have found a solution to do it more efficiently, right? So if
Yes.
you don't want to go that deep, already solve your own problem first. Yeah. So that would be the short, politically correct answer.
Yes, I think that the 5 whys are really very important because in this generation, what I see is people are saying, okay, one day I'll be a Bill Gates. I'll have lots of money, millions of money, and I'll roam around the world. I'll see the countries. And it's like, that's good to have like
Yeah.
a dream,
Yeah.
okay?
Nothing
But
wrong.
that's
Nothing
not
wrong.
your
Yeah.
goal or your vision. Why do you want to grow? Why do you want to make a startup business? For the money? If you want the money, you can get it anyway. It doesn't matter. But if you want to actually build something that will help others, that's the perfect thing. That's the good thing in you.
That's right. That's right. So simple. Start a business, easy. Stay in business and grow your business. It takes a very clear why, and start solving your own problem first. If you don't, you can't take ownership. The software you invent will just be a collection of what people want, but it doesn't quite speak of. Um, it doesn't have the DNA of what your company is all about. Yeah.
Now, next, my question was for you is that how to reach out to the appropriate people.
Very good question. Very good question. So, the reason why you want to reach out to people is because you want business, right? I mean, otherwise, why would you want to reach out to people unless you just enjoy, um, um, exposing yourself on the internet? That you can reach out to people. Just start a YouTube channel. So, I guess the why of reaching out to people is to, have more businesses. So, my suggestion is, how about not doing that? How about you don't do that? If your objective is to get more business, can you not do that? Can you not go out there and scrape all kinds of strangers' name, attend all kinds of funny networking sessions, spamming people, and getting numbers and cold calling people out of blue? That I do not support, and that's just for me. All right. So my advocate is my answer to that is don't reach out to people, really.
Okay.
Then how do we then bring in the business? Start solving problems. Start solving problems for people. Find 10 of your friends around you, just around you. Don't go too far. Don't, because you don't understand what is the culture like in Bangladesh. You don't understand what's the culture like in US, at least not yet. All right. I'm not trying to say that you completely do not understand. You don't understand the nuances, right? You don't understand how someone think in China. In order to engage them meaningfully, how about then touching your inner? If you can't even solve problems of the people around you, people who love you, trust you, got your back to speak good things about you, Why bother with strangers, right? So look for 10 people, understand, all right, practice mindful marketing, understand the the problems that they have. Each of them will have their own unique problem, right? And then go out there and solve it using your tools. All right. So to me, I'll look for 10 companies or 10 businesses whom I more or less have an impression of what is the issue that they are facing. At least I come from a hypothetical angle, right? Like I think they might have this issue, but I'm going to go in and discover it for them and then solve it for free. Why?
And
In
yeah,
exchange for their success stories, so that they will share the success story on your behalf, not you sharing your success story. So when people tell me I don't have leads, I don't have businesses, bullshit. Are you willing to go out there and produce 10 successful cases? And I don't mean giving out the tools for free. Go use it and good luck with that. I mean holding their hands, solving the problem, like what Kit is doing now. Even if it's 3 a.m. at night, I would get up and solve it. Even if it's, I had a long day and next day is another early day and I'm tired, because you relate to that person on the other side as a human being who has an urgent problem to solve, because money is being spent on their retargeted ads, right? So this is something that we all can learn from Retarget Kit. Human helping another human solving problems, right? So find 10 human beings, find 10 businesses, all right, whereby there's a real human being behind the business, solve it for them, all right, come from a discovery process, solve it for them using your tool, okay, and go through every step of the way as if you are part of their founding team. You'll be surprised the kind of endorsement that they're willing to go out there and blow your trumpet for you. You'll be so surprised that you have people running after you that you have to pick and choose who you want to work with. What is the problem with having no leads? No problem at all.
perfect, perfect. I think that is really very important. I think what you said, it's a really very good answer. That not to reach out to the strangers, but to reach out to your friends. That might be the motto I can end.
Yes, indeed. And Shamima, you have already exemplified that by first reaching out to me and to all the different marketing practitioner out there. You take on the spirit, right? Maybe I can say the spirit of being humble, and you take on being wanting to learn from the industry. You reach out, right? So you take on being human, and it's not even an answer, right? It's a way of life, right? It's not even a strategy. So the earlier people get that, the better. Um, People confuse action as mission, right? Your mission is to go out there and help 10 human being. Like, hey, my mission this year is to go out there and help 10 human being. The action, it could be through funnels, it could be through different software, building the list. Those are actions, okay? But that mission must be made very clear. And those people that you help, let them know what is your ulterior motive as well. No one is a Mother Teresa here. Okay, this I want to put it out there. Make it clear, like my ulterior motive of helping you is because I value you as someone who is of good reputation in society, and I want your endorsement. Okay, if I help you, all right, solve this, all right, do you mind to just give me like 2 sentences of how I've helped you? If the answer is yes, we got a deal. So I want to qualify. uh, do not go out there and say, I just want to help you out of the goodness of my heart and nothing else. Yes, there is a place for that as well. But I also want to get strategic about it. So that people, it's like what you say, Shamina, be open and transparent. Hey, I need help here. I need, some people who have good influence in the society who can endorse me, and I think you are someone whom I look out to. You are someone whom I look up to, and I think I can help you. So I make it into how should I say, a hobby, by going out to sense what kind of pain people are going through. So you see, um, people will say that, oh, Larry, if I spend too much time on that, I'm going to detract away from my business. No, this is your business. Your business is to solve problems for people. You are not detracting from your business. This is your business. All the time that you are wasting on crafting the next clever looking poster or banner ad, can you spend that same equal amount of time to discover a pain that someone is going through, and then, all right, come up with the different ways in which we can then address it. I didn't say solve it, but address it first. Okay. So when you say you run out of business, you're saying that you run out of problems to solve. I don't think human will ever run out of problems to solve. I don't think so. So unless human run out of problems to solve, you will never run out of business.
Perfect. That's true. We should not take it as a like business policy. We should take human as human beings and solve their problems. And at the end of the day, they will like share your stories. I don't have to go and share my story to them. They will
No
share
need.
it.
That's right. So always remember, behind every company is a human being, and behind every human being is a lot of problems that they need to solve. So there are no lack of problem to solve. There's only a lack of trust. Can I trust you with my problems? Okay, I'm not lack of problems, but I lack trust to give my problems to you. Can I trust you to solve this problem for me such that it's safe? I will not look bad, and I will not waste time if I were to put my trust in you to solve this problem for me.
True, very true. So, so in the marketing field, one thing I realized is, till now I realized is, people are turning into like robots. They just face a problem, they solve it. Face a problem, they solve it. But there's the human being things. The humanity is going away, so we should focus on that too. So back to our question is about the marketing automation that is going on. People are saying that yes, try marketing automations, try email automations, that will be very good. So what do you think of that?
I'm a big fan of marketing automation, but here's my question. I'm going to answer your question with a question, right? Uh, I I I will ask you this to answer your question. I'll ask this question, right? So your question is, will marketing automation help? So my answer is, will buying a tractor help? Will buying a lawnmower help? Will buying a blending machine help? Yeah. Lawnmower is a machine whereby you mow lawn. I mean, our American friends will be laughing away as, of course, I know what's a lawnmower, but in Singapore, nobody use that because our government, cut our grass for us. In
Right.
Bangladesh, maybe there's more nature. Nobody need to tidy up their grass because maybe they are, it's important
Yes.
for the
uh,
nature to take place, right?
yeah, sure.
So it depends on whether the person needs it or not. Okay, so are you tool focused? Are you focused on the tool, like as a tool, or are you solution focused? What solution does this tool enable such that you can say whether you need it or not? Every tool is meant to solve something, help something, but for who, right? So my question is, to answer this question is, can it help you? How can it help you? Okay, so what are you marketing automation? What are you automating? Marketing. What are you marketing? And in marketing, what are you communicating? So does it help you? It really depends. If you are clear with your message. Okay, if you're clear with your message, you're clear with your funnels are already in place. Like you already have a certain manual process of doing things. Okay, and you want to do it faster because it has proven to work already, then I think it will help. Marketing automation, if it doesn't help, then HubSpot would not have built to the kind of multi-million dollar business as it is today. It definitely helped. It's only in what situation and to whom is it helping. Yeah.
True. That's true. I think that it is good for the big companies like the HubSpots. The In one word, everyone knows them. So it is important for them because they brought the tool because they were facing problems and they solved it, and they reached out to the people that have the problem similar, they are facing the similar problems. Because marketing automation also actually helps, but in a way, if you are a big company, that might help.
Yes, and it will help you if you have answered your own question of the five how. Like, can marketing automation help me? Yes, how? it will then start to send out emails automatically with personalized names. How does that help? um, then because it's personalized, so people will kind of have that kind of relation, like know that I'm addressing them, and we can build a relationship from there. Okay, how do you build a relationship with a personalized email? Well, I will write very clever things, and um, um, the clever things will address their need. Okay, how? Well, in those contents inside, perhaps I will demonstrate that I know what's their pain. So unless you get to the clear how in each and every step, and you're already doing it manually, maybe over a cup of coffee, maybe you are already doing it manually, right, in some ways, and then you see that that can help you do it faster, then do it. Then it can help. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. I think that's the perfect answer you can say about unless we understand how it will help us, we should not invest in it in the marketing automation unless we get a clear vision on how to use it and how it will help us.
Yes. In fact, automation doesn't solve your marketing problem. Automation is like a magnifying glass. It only amplify and magnify. So if you have a very efficient um, marketing process, automation will automate it and amplify and magnify it, right? You scale it up. If you have a messy company with messy process, with messy communication, no clarity, well, guess what? Automation magnify and automate your lack of clarity. So what is it that you want to automate again? In the first place, automation comes after the word marketing. What is it that you're marketing? Do you have clarity on that? Do you have a successful process in that? So marketing automation is neither good or bad. Okay, it's just a magnifying glass. It magnify the good and the bad. Don't be caught up in buzzword marketing automation, digital transformation, and all that impressive words. Really get to the crux of, do you have clarity in who you're targeting and the kind of message that will resonate with your audience.
Perfect, that's perfect. So, if I say with the RetargetKit tool, how it can solve it, the problems. If we go into the how it will solve the problems, I can say there are 1.66 maybe 1.6 or something approximately millions of billions of users in the Facebook, in the daily user, active user. And if you are a company, if you have started and think that the Facebook ads will help you to grow your business, and like it will like promote your product as reach out to thousands of people, and you can do that easily in one click. So all you need to do is just invest some money, like maybe $100 or $500 or something like that, whatever you wish to spend. So there are 1.66 billion users, daily active users. And if you limit in the area
Mm,
and the age and gender, so what is
mm,
there? How many people will you get
mm,
that are interested in your tool? So
mm,
how many people are there that want your tool as their problem solution, so problem solver, or your service as they are looking for your service? How will you know that? So what
mm,
retarget kit help is just it just um, reaches out to those people who really need your help, who once visited your website, who once clicked your retargeted links, any topic that you shared, they find it important to read, they find it necessary, they wanted a solution for it, and they reached out to you. But they did not buy your product, they did not buy your service. So it will show like it will make your the give the direction to your Facebook ads, that to whom it should be displayed, who should see your Facebook ads, who is in the need of your tool. So a retarget kit is actually helping you in retargeting, not only retargeting, but to remarket and reach out to the proper people who really need your help, who really need your services. So if you are wasting your money only on the Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn ads, then it's our suggestion that you should is the proper use of your money. You should, if you are investing on these Facebook marketing things, the marketing things, if you are investing your time, your money, then you should do it in the proper way, so that your money does not get burned in waste. Anyone can click the links, anyone can click the ads, that will cost you, that will deduct your money. So you are not getting that much client from that. But if you retarget, your money will be saved, and it will be only deducted and cost you only if the interested person clicks the link, comes to visit your site. And if he or she purchases it, then your money is like back in your pocket. I can say that.
Yes, indeed. And Shamima, now that you bring in the topic of retarget, right? Remember in the beginning, I addressed this issue of you know, I kind of half jokingly talk about there might it's kind of weird because there might be a conflict, and here I'm talking about high touch, and retarget is high tech, right? So this is a good time to bring this in, right? Like how I think retarget kit can help, and it does help because you see, retarget kit, the way I see it is that you are bringing the using high tech to enhance the high touch. You see, high touch can never go away, and people will only engage you or rather like you when they get that high touch. So as we are scaling, right? So there's a situation, we only, like what you say, our time is so finite. We only have 24 hours a day, out of which 18 hours is already spent on working, or 16 to 18 for that matter. How can we um, um, enjoy, or rather how can we avail the high touch more efficiently? And that's where retarget really comes in to help in the growth of marketing. See, so and also you did mention coming from a space of testing, there has never been a more efficient way to test whether the market wants what you have or not than to test it out, let's say in Facebook. Yeah, in a very low cost fashion. It doesn't even have to, you don't even have to lose a lot of money. And for first time advertiser, and if you search hard enough, there are a bit of codes here and there or credits given to you, right, to start off with your Facebook marketing, to test out a very quick test whether the market wants what you have or not. Of course, that's with the assumption you already got the right message, the right test premise and parameter of testing, right? And retarget really helps you by being efficient through this whole multi-channel attribution. All right, as you send out to the different platform, you kind of collect all the data that is coming in. So in a way, it helps you collate all this big data or all these streams that is already coming in. While you have a funnel, you want a funnel aggregator to aggregate all these numbers coming in, all right? So that you are not caught in a situation where what Chris Badger from Lifter LMS say, that so that you wouldn't have a software Frankenstein, where you cobble the different software together. And again, that's coming from saving a lot of time, right?
That's
So
true.
yeah, so that's how I see retarget, and I like the name retarget kit because to me it's three words, although some people may argue it's two words. Retarget kit, rediscover, renew, all right, relook at the whole situation, target, being precise. How do you get precise if you don't measure? And then kit to me is all in one, survival kit. So it is a complete set of solution that retarget kit of course aim to be, whereby it helps you rediscover on who you can target for you to retest over and over again in an efficient manner. So to me, that definitely helps if you're clear of who you intend to have high touch with. Yeah.
Yes,
And it brings objectivity to the philosophy behind marketing. You can go with a lot of philosophy, but there's only one way to find out if people want what you have, is to put it out there, test it, and test it. So
true.
two
I
words come to mind with retarget kit. I call it R&R, and that's not rest and relax. That's relevancy and recency. You retarget people because if they've gone to your website, like what you say, recently, you want to continue to gain top of mind share. You want to continue to be recent to them and relevant to them whenever they search for some other websites that you have guest posting, or I don't know, like some other websites that you have built, and they allow you to insert your pixel. It's relevancy. So to people who use retarget kit, think about how you can increase your relevancy and recency in order to maintain top of mind share if you have other competitors that's in the same space, right? And in the offline world, most sales training will teach you that there's magic in following up and following through, follow up, follow up, follow up, because your sales only come in at the fourth follow up and beyond, right? Fourth and beyond. So guess what? If you are not a person who have that discipline to keep following up consistently, okay, then retarget kit is one way to allow you to follow up. If you think about it, right? To allow you to follow through. Yeah, so that's how I would think that how retarget kit actually help in marketing growth.
Okay, so I read some people's posts, and I wouldn't say post, I would say their grief. Actually, they said, I lost thousands of money on Facebook. I invested so much money on Twitter ads and so much money on LinkedIn ads, yet I did not get any fruitful result. And okay, if you're investing your money, you earned that money so much by so much effort and so much hard work.
Hmm.
So all you need to do is just uh, take a minute and not only invest in your Facebook ads or LinkedIn ads to grow your business. Try to use the any retargeting service. It doesn't have to be necessary the retarget kit. You can use any other retargeting services, but don't waste your money on only on just Facebook ads. People say,
Hmm.
I hear people saying that, okay, Facebook is doing the retargeting. Why do I need that thing? I can
Hmm.
do I can limit the country, the age, the gender, the profiles, everything. Okay, but how does Facebook know that if you are a person, what kind of interest do you have? Like what
Yes.
kind of problem you are looking, what kind of solution you are looking, what kind of problem you're facing. So that is what retarget kit does is actually so it think once you click the looking
Hmm.
for a solution, sorry, once you're looking for a solution, retarget kit does what is suggests you, send you the suggestion. Here I have the solution, like the way you see in the Google. There is a thing in the Google, I would say that that's really very cool. It comes like when I get to type something, the Google suggests me.
Yeah.
That is right now in my mind,
Yeah.
and it's like, okay, that
Yes.
is that a telepath or what? I was just thinking about it and Google is suggesting me that thing. So
Yes.
retargeting is just similar like that. It will know it when you are facing which problem and it will suggest you that.
Indeed. Indeed. And just to add on what you're saying, right? Like having the ability to spend money on to buy a rocket doesn't turn you into an astronaut automatically. It's knowing how to use the tool that matters more than just dumping money. So I would suspect and it's just my suspicion, most of the people who have lost thousands and thousands of dollars may not have a few things. Number one, a spending target, okay, versus on the conversion goals that they want to achieve. Number two, um, you quickly become bitter when you spend money that you don't have. You take it like a gamble. Let me just put $1 and see if I can get $10 back. Um, unless you have a clear budget, like this are money that I set out to market, to test, all right? Because testing to me is also a form of marketing. And I got it that these are investment that I have to make. It's not wasted. What can I extract out of this? What kind of data? And that's where Retarget Kit comes in. The kind of data that's going to flow in to allow you to make better retargeting decision the next round. Is what matters. Are you being rigorous with the data that comes in? Or are you just throwing money into ads and then expect it to magically, or what people like to say, auto magically, bring in the money for you? It doesn't happen. And that's where Retarget Kit, comes in to make sense of all this data. Is it performing? And what else could you have done?
Yes, that is indeed. You can then take it out as like a filter to reach you out to the proper solution you're looking for.
Yeah, indeed.
I have no more questions. So, but I think this session was really very good, and it will be helpful for the ones that they are trying to grow their company, or they're in the startup, or they're just thinking of like doing something out there and making something of their own. This session will really be very helpful. And I guess I want to tell you guys once again, that if
Mm.
you have any kind of questions related to marketing strategy, if you have any kind of confusions, if you are facing any kind of problems, just let us know in the comments section. I will be there to reply. Larry will be there to reply, and we will try our best to help you out, because we are I am I'm in the face of facing so many problems and trying to reach out to the solutions. Larry already, all these years, he already faced so many problems, and he knows the solution, he knows the right tool, he knows the right things, he can suggest you the best, I can say. And I'm just learning in the position, so I'll try my best from my side. So if you are having any kind of trouble in the marketing, if you have any questions, what to do, where to go, so just reach out to us in the comment section, and we will try our best to find the proper solution for you. Okay. So Larry, do you have any other suggestion for us, or for
Yes.
our audience?
Yes, thank you, Shamima, for doing this, right? I want to acknowledge you for taking the time and the effort to even do this, while many people are just simply focused on getting in more sales and trying to pretend to be larger than life. You got honest, you got real, with your community, and I want to applaud you for that. And that's the reason why I agree to take on this sharing session together with you, because if you notice, I look around in quite a few groups, and I don't tend to be very vocal. But the reason why I say yes is because I like you and Sunny. Um, though we do not know each other for such a long time, but I admire your spirit. Number one, humility. Number two, the spirit to want to help people. And number three, what better way to solve your own problem by by reaching out to people who have been there, done that, and then turn it into something of value. While you scratch your own itch, you also scratch other people's itch, right? I think this is such a clever idea. And here's what I want to say, right? We are living, in a they always say we are living in a society where things are going faster and faster. Please learn leverage on people's knowledge. And I have learned so much in all the different Facebook groups that I'm in. All right, I read it like a newspaper, like sometimes even for entertainment and for a laugh. um, but throughout, unknowingly, I have compressed so many years of experience. So for example, I was just talking to Shamima, in one of our sessions together, that think about it, like one conversation with someone who had been there, done that. Okay, positive or negative, it doesn't matter. We choose and pick whatever that we want to learn. We would have gotten his 10 to 15 years of experience. It beats reading 10 to 15 books, or rather, in terms of time factor, we would have compressed and lengthened our life that way. So, that to me is seriously a 4-hour work week. I would rather spend that 4 hours talking to someone who is already successful, gone before me, than to spend that 4 hours rummaging on books. The books will come. There is a place for books when I'm waiting for people who are late, when I am so-called totally burnout and I want to get away from screen time, and I'll read real books, not digital books. Yeah. But there is to consider that you want to invite powerful people in your life and have conversation like this on a regular basis, because they may not be out there to teach you, but just based on what they spoke about, you would have pulled many nuggets that they didn't even know they have given to you. So that's how I would end off this session. For all the new startups there, for all the budding marketeers out there, your marketing ideas come from observing, your marketing ideas come from solving problems. Your startup success is directly equivalent to the amount of wisdom that you draw from people who have gone before you. So be audacious, be thick skinned, be humble, go out there and suck as much as possible from people who have been there and done that.
Yes, very, very true indeed. So if you think that this is going on trend and I should try this one, this is going on trend and I should try that one, then I think you are in the wrong track. You should focus on finding the solution, proper solution for your problems. Only then you can help and reach out to other people. Only then you can grow your business. Because if you don't know the solution of any problem, then no matter what you bring, it will be a total loss of project and total loss of your time. So if you are thinking of doing something of your own, in the first place, try to solve your own problems, then try to reach out to the your friend circles, try to
Mm.
solve their problems. Only then you can grow and build up and grow your company and your servicing product servicing things. So
Yes.
if you are planning to make something of your own, make something start, do not think it as a trending things. uh, think it of like a problem solver. Like, you are not a superman, you are not a batman, so you don't need thousands of money, you don't need the power, because
Mm.
what you have, you just have to take care of that and bring the proper solution for yourself and for others. Only then you can grow it.
Bingo, bingo. And if this, Shamima, I'm so inspired by what you just shared. Just spare me 1 minute. I just need to insert this in, okay? I just absolutely need to insert this in. The reason why people become zombies and they go out there and keep looking for one tool after the next one is because they didn't realize that they are enough. They just need to satisfy that with another new tool. They are enough. What you have, whatever you have, whatever you need, you already have, and whatever you have is already enough. Maximize whatever you already have. You will be able to already achieve amazing results. So your secret ingredient is not out there, that's without. Your secret ingredient is in here, that's within.
True, very
What
true.
you have, what you need, you already have it. So go out there and just do it.
Perfect, that's perfect. So I don't know how much helpful this session was, but I think our session was really very good, and I even learned so many things from him, and I really like from yesterday. I'm telling Sunny that he's a really very good person. I really like him. He's so cool. He's so good. I can learn so much things from him. And yes, this session was so much helpful. I think for me myself personally, I really loved it because I learned so many things. And right now, I think I'll watch the session again and again so that I don't forget anything and relive this moment again and again with you.
Wonderful. Remember, you share your notes with me so that I may learn from it as well. Thank you.
Sure. So, okay, friends, just let me know if you are facing any kind of problems or troubles with the marketing, with the startups, or if you want to know, if you have any questions going in your mind, if you can't find the solution, just talk to us. I will be there personally because I like to help people,
Mm,
because people are
it's true.
different, they think differently, their psychological terms are different. So if you have any kind of problems, if you're facing it, if you can't understand it, just let us know. It can be marketing related, it can be startup related, it can be entrepreneur related, or it can be your personal related. Just reach out to us. Okay, so I won't take your time already. The session is too much long, so I won't be here for much, and waste any more times and just make it off. So yes, I'll end the session, and do reach us out. I'll provide the links in the below. Our Facebook, my Facebook ID. If Larry wants his, I will provide his too, and you can reach out to us, and we'll try our best. Okay, so I'll end the
All right.
session. So take care. I'll see you, Larry. If you want to say anything else.
Thank you all. Nope, I'm good.
Okay.
Thank you. Take care, everyone.
Okay,
Bye
then
bye.
take bye.